just spent $900 on a VCR. And you're probably asking yourself right now, Dan, why would he spend $900 on a VCR when you have a beautiful working VCR right here? I even just watched you do a whole video on cleaning that VCR. Look at it. Look how shiny clean it is. Look how new it is. Well, here's the thing. So if you don't know, my name's Dan. I have a small business called Dan Hendley Digital, and soon I want to start digitizing old home movies for people. My favorite home movie is, I'm telling you for the last time, by Jerry Seinfeld. So I get a VCR, I clean it up, and I'm looking at it and it looks good, right? look at the back of this thing, by the way. Look at all of these little different inputs that you can have for different cables that you want. The best type of cable for this, for VCR, is what's called S-Video, this guy right here. So you go, okay, this is great. I plug the S-Video into there, I hook it up to the computer. Right now, it looks good, right? Right now, you're seeing, oh, that's Jerry Seinfeld at his last ever comedy special. But here's the thing, I'm playing on a component video. This is what I hooked my Sega Dreamcast up with back in the day. That's not what I want. I came for S-Video, and I demand S-Video. So I switched to S-Video. You know what I get? You know what I get? You know what I get? I get Aldi, Addy, whatever his name is. I get this CGI boy and his yellow underwater pal and their educational adventures. Now, why am I getting this, you may ask? Well, here's the reason. This VCR, while sure it does have different outputs, most of these are only for the DVD function. The only way that you can actually get video out of this VCR for VHS tapes is through the component cables. And yeah, they work, right? Like when we look at Jerry, and I'm playing this in real time, I'm not faking this, right? You can see, pausing it, playing it. I look at Jerry, he looks all right, but he's not looking his best. And if there's one thing I am, it's a perfectionist. I want the best. I want the best from Jerry. I want the best for Jerry, right? That's why we do this at the end of the day. Long story short, this VCR, it's clean, plays VHS tapes. It's doing it through low quality outputs. Composite cables are not gonna give me the same quality as the S-Video. So I went, all right, let's search for a VCR that has S-Video out. And you know what? Let's stay away from those VCR DVD combos. Let's find something that does one good and that just does that. So I look around on eBay and I do lots of studying, lots of researching. There's a guy online called Lord Smurf. I read some of his posts on forums. I find this guy, it looks really fancy, right? JVC, yada, 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 yada. I make an offer, I buy it on eBay. It's like $900 with shipping. It's on its way, but now we're waiting. So there's really 3 different things that stood out to me with this VCR. First of all, it's not just a VCR, it's a super VCR. It does super VHS tapes. I'm not sure how many of those I'm going to see, but I just like that the option's there if I need to. It's a higher quality output with super VHS, and it plays normal VHS totally fine. The other thing is it has a TBC, a time-based corrector. Basically, sometimes with VHS tapes, especially old and damaged ones, the video and audio can get out of sync. Sometimes I'll see dropouts, you'll see issues with quality. The TBC is there to correct that. So it's going to give me a more steady picture, it's going to give me a better quality picture, and it's going to keep it all in sync. And then, of course, third and not least, it has S-Video out. So yeah, that's where I am. I just want to make a little video to say, it's probably going to be a little while until you see me fully capture Jerry Seinfeld's last ever stand-up special, but I hope it's going to be worth the wait. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up making a capture using just the component cables on this guy, because that's my only option, and then using the S-Video on that guy when it comes in, and we're going to compare. So yeah, if you're at all interested in digitizing old home movies, give me a follow, like, comment, let's boost this algorithm. I'm just starting to post on this account, and yeah, I hope you'll stick around. Thank you. Dan Hendley Digital.